Hi, everybody. It's Saturday. We did it. Welcome to Side Dish. It's me, Doug. Uh, Amy's on camera and controls. Denise is wrangling cats and dogs and whatever I need. It's the night before Easter, so we're gonna do a little play on that. We're gonna do deviled eggs and Ambrosia salad, which looks like an Easter egg. So they are fairly simple things to do. Both I would do the night before, let them sit in the refrigerator, get nice and melty. At least the deviled egg mix, you can put everything and then pipe them into the bag later. You can eat the ambrosia salad like right away, but it's better if it sits a little bit and sets up and stuff. So let's get to it. So the first thing we want to do is this is just starting to boil. I want it to be sort of at a rolling boil. So I did want to talk about one thing. It is springtime, and it's starting to get to a point where you can start planting things out of your garden. For you can do like successive gardening. So you can start, not peppers or tomatoes or anything. You can do lettuce. You can do beans. You can do peas, garlic, potatoes. You could probably get going right now. And then that's for our zone. Look up your zone. We're zone 6, but look up your own zone. See what's good to plant right now. And then we'll start. I want to talk about this each time because it's good to talk about growing your own food, moving forward, and then having like the ingredients you need to get going. Gus is just causing a maelstrom right now. He's walking around. Fine. He's got these temporary clips in his eyes, so he looks like Frankenstein because he's got staples under his eyes.
He looks like heavy metal, man.
Yeah, he looks like a dog that if you saw him in a club, you were like,
you would avoid him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. So I'm going to do 12 eggs. Actually, I'm going to do 18 eggs, but for 6 of those are for another recipe for Easter tomorrow. So I thought, let's just get it out of the way.
Well, let's talk about the other things we're having that Easter day.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to do deviled eggs. So this all kind of ties together. Deviled eggs, the ambrosia salad. We're doing shrimp and egg salad, which we made. So go back and watch that. We're doing, what else are we doing?
The pea salad.
Oh yeah, we're doing creamy pea salad. So go back and watch that episode and get that recipe. I'm telling you, letting it sit for like the 24 hours we did was really good. The flavors melded. It was really good. And then
you're making your rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna make holiday rolls.
You haven't made them on here?
No, we haven't made holiday.
Oh
wait, did we make holiday rolls? I think we did.
It seems we had like a million of them
because Thanksgiving. That's right. I made 4. I had to make 4 batches. That's correct. Because Teresa benefited from it by me making a delivery of extra rolls.
So did people at my work.
That's right. And then we're doing this kind of carrot fry thing with a chipotle mayo dipping sauce.
Basically like roasted carrot fries.
Yeah. I don't know. We got a lot going on. It's going to be fun. I got a spiral cut ham, but I really want to cook like a country ham that's been cured but not cooked. But they're harder to find in most places. You're going to get most of your hams you're going to get are either spiral cut or actually packed ham, where they take the bones out and then they compress it back together. And then the proteins, or some weird thing that I was reading that something weird with the proteins happened, that the meat literally from the pressure and everything forms one meatball, basically. It's weird.
That sounds awful.
It does sound awful.
People are dropping off. Can people hear us?
Yes. Can people hear us? Please don't tell me I've just been doing all that. If you can hear us, keep going. Everybody can see us, hopefully.
Okay, keep going. I'm going to go check.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is, before people decided that this is so boring, they're getting out of here, that I'm gonna boiling the eggs is a thing. So I don't start the water cold. This is something I picked up recently. I think we've boiled eggs before for the potato salad, macaroni salad. So I always let it boil first, and that's something that like then the water's hot, and then I go for 15 minutes for, especially for this application, because I want the yolks to be finished all the way through. So, because then we're using, I know, we're using Miracle Whip, but I mean, really, otherwise you're using mayo, vinegar, and mustard. So what is Miracle Whip? Really, it's just mayo with a little vinegar in it, I would say. I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I thought a broken egg though. That was a catastrophe. I was gonna say, I bet we could probably make this. It does say it has dried garlic, paprika, and salt in it, but it also has the third ingredient is high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah,
which
that's a bummer.
Is not great. So, but it's literally water, soybean oil, vinegar, then cornstarch and egg. So, I mean, really.
And what is soybean oil?
It's
What
just
is
vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Just plain old vegetable oil. I think I told this story already, but searching high and low and looking like a crazy person. Literally sitting on the floor of the grocery store, taking out each thing until finally I was like, "Yeah, son of a-" yeah. So, anyways.
I have a question about your water for the eggs.
Yes.
Because I see on Pinterest all the time, people are like, add vinegar to the water. It will make them easier to peel. Add baking soda to the water. It will make them easier to peel. Do this, do that, do the other thing.
I have, over the last, I'm going to move this because this thing does not boil water. It does everything else great, but it doesn't boil water. It's right there on the edge, but it's just not hot enough to push it. So I got a big thing. It's fine. Once it gets going, maybe I'll put it back and we'll see if it goes. But for now, you want to just go right from the water. Take your baby spider instead of your big one, unless you have a real big one, which I do, but I don't pop big enough, as we know. And you're just gonna take it out right into iced water. Like let this and get this go. Get the water and the ice going early. Like let it sit, let the water and the ice kind of melt. They're gonna get cold. I suppose you could probably throw a little salt in there to probably even cool it down even more, but you don't need to do that. Let them sit, and then 10 minutes after that, not even 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes maybe, and then they'll peel really easy. I mean, we've seen that in the past. So
have you turned that Cuisinart thing off?
it is off, but it still radiates heat.
Do you want to move it out of the way so you don't accidentally touch it?
I mean,
I'm trying to watch out for you.
I mean, where's the fun in that? People want to, see it.
They don't want to see you hurt.
Well, they don't want to see me hurt. I mean, maybe Ted wants to see me hurt, but that's a little bit. But
Let's hope not.
all right. So while that's getting up to boiling, which is going to be like pretty soon. So cool. Let's talk about this. This is sort of like you can't make this in a way. You're not going to make ambrosia salad good for you. You can't use. I mean, I'm sure you could probably figure out a way to do this, but
can't you just use whipped cream?
It's not going to hold up.
Oh.
It's the way this is made. It's also frozen, so you want it all comes together. But I mean, this is literally
that stuff is weird.
Corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, and partially hydrogenated vegetable oil. So
it's so weird.
It's weird. It whips it, and there you go. The other things we're going to put in our deviled eggs, which we didn't talk about, is I'm going to dice real fine. So I'm going to do my normal style, and then I'm just going to chop. So it's just hints of onion. And then we're also going to add a little dill. You can add whatever you want. We're going to add salt. We're going to add dill. We're going to add onion. And some people add pepper. They add paprika. They add garlic salt, and all these.
They add bacon.
Yeah, I mean.
Bacon bits.
I was just gonna say you could take bacon bits and just like
chives.
Yeah, chives is also another good one. What are your? How do you guys do deviled eggs? Do you have like a family recipe, or do you just sort of wing it? You can just buy the deviled eggs at the store that are already hard boiled.
You mean the hard boiled eggs?
That's what I meant. If you find deviled eggs at the store, I probably wouldn't do that, except for if they come straight from the deli. But that's another thing.
Wait, remember where were we that we we were at that deli in Dry Creek, and they did have deviled eggs there.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we got there were like 3 or 4 varieties, and we got some of each, and they were so good.
Yeah, what was it? They had they were really good. I don't remember all the varieties.
There was like a regular one, and then there was like a bacony one.
Yeah.
Was there one with like dill pickles in it?
Yes. And I was actually just going to say, if you really wanted to like go where you're like, oh, yeah, it's like a lot of flavor, I wouldn't even maybe add the pickle. Take some pickled juice.
Pickled juice, yeah.
Okay, this is a rolling boil. Now, do not just drop these in here. No matter what you think, they will crack and the egg will leak out. So take your spider and gently put them in there. Also, it's boiling water. Don't drop anything in boiling water. I mean,
that's dangerous.
You could. Go. We should, you know what I should do? I should make a graphic that says caution. And then,
you should.
What are you guys, now that people are getting vaccinated and stuff, are people gathering for Easter? I mean, we're having some folks over. The Durants will be visiting. They've all vaccinated, so they're coming. Oh, it looks like one of these eggs was cracked at some point. I did handle them earlier, and I think one of them did crack, but it's not terrible. It'll be fine. It's probably gonna work. So.
Sometimes it's okay. Like if one's real ugly, I'll still take the yolk and use it, for the mixture.
Oh, yeah.
But then I just eat the white because put a little salt on there. It's good.
It's really good. I love hard-boiled eggs. I don't eat them enough because they're kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. If you're like,
not if you peel them before you take them wherever it is you're going.
Well, not only that, but that's exactly right. You've got to think about it. When I want a hard-boiled egg, I just want it. I don't want to wait 15 minutes and another 5 or so.
You should make them in advance and leave them in the fridge.
Well, yeah, that is the point I'm trying to make, I guess. But at the same point, So, I see a crack one.
That's why they sell them in the grocery store already boiled and already peeled. But then you get all about that.
They're so expensive. It's ridiculous. It's like what did we see one the other day? It was like $5 for 6 hard-boiled eggs. That hurts my feelings. I actually said that to Amy. I was like, this hurts my feelings. All right. I'm going to set a timer, 15 minutes. And then almost immediately out of the water. So, okay. Here's my bowl. Let's talk about Ambrosia salad. What do you guys like Ambrosia salad? Do you make it? Do you not make it? What do you think? I think it's pretty good. We don't make it enough. Usually Thanksgiving is probably the only time we make it, but it seems like it would be. I was gonna say I think it's better like a spring. It's more spring summer dish for me. So, all right. So we've got the recipe probably up on the screen by now.
No, I'm busy messing around.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it now.
All right.
I'm making fun of you and calling you like extremely upset about hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, my God. You. All right. So this.
Hey, you put me in charge of this.
Yes, I did. This is going to come together really fast. Like we're going to make it a little bit more because we got to drain some stuff. I'm going to try and take this bottle with the teeniest, tiniest whisk or funnel ever. And I'm going to save some of the maraschino cherry juice because that's, it's good for tequila sunrises, as Denise said. But I feel like when I'm holding this, that I'm a giant holding a regular size thing. Like this is how I bet Andre the Giant felt all the time.
His whole life.
Look at how big this is.
Look like how Shaquille O'Neal feels.
Oh yeah, have you seen
the mountain? What about that?
Have you ever seen a picture of Shaquille O'Neal holding a regular sized can of Coke? It's the funniest thing ever. It really looks like he is a giant man. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the Cool Whip inside of here.
You're so sassy.
I am sassy. So again, this has got. That was gross. That was unexpected and gross. It just
it's hilarious.
That surprised me, as you could probably tell. So I'm making this. The recipe that we have, I've doubled it, but the recipe of being doubled is up on the screen, or it was, because again, we're gonna have some tonight. We're also gonna have some tomorrow. So I wanted enough for all of the people coming out. Apparently, everybody's making some sort of ambrosia salad or something like this because the grocery store was completely sold out of Cool Whip. So I have whipped topping.
Sandra, what do you mean no candy bars? No, we're not putting candy bars in this. Do people put candy bars in it? That seems excessive. I saw one that's called Snickers salad.
But well, there's my friend, my buddy Ian was saying that like this is like he's like, you're making deviled eggs and ambrosia salad. You're making Watergate salad, then you'd be like all three of my favorite things. So I had to look up what Watergate salad is. It's basically like this, except you put pistachios in it and pecans or some other kind of nut, not this nut, like actual nut. Oh yeah. So this is a lot of mix and go, but I do need to. I think I also need to. I lost my train of thought, and I was trying to recover it. You guys know me. I'm just gonna not do that. So, did your grandmother?
You totally have to save
I was
those.
gonna say, did your grandmother keep like these types of containers?
My mother calls it her good Tupperware.
Yeah, or my mom also had this, or she like a country crop butter, and you'd be like, yeah, country crop butter, and you'd go, or not butter, margarine, I guess, and you'd open it up and be like an old pork chop. That's not.
But those are good for sending leftovers home with people.
That's right.
Then you don't have to.
Okay, so what we're using in this is we're using maraschino cherries, crushed pineapple, mandarin oranges. All of these are going to be drained, and that's still mandarin oranges. Marshmallows. I could have got. They did not. Again, nobody had any colored marshmallows. Man, we went to Dollar Tree last night to look for like little plastic eggs. It looked like the apocalypse in there. There were so many things. Like the section of the store that they had for Easter, like there was stuff on the floor. Like the entire display was like, I'm embellishing now, but it really felt like part of the display was like hanging sideways.
Were the lights flickering?
Yeah. So nuts are optional in this. Some people put them in, some people don't. I like walnuts, and I'm putting them in. So, and then flaked, not shredded, flaked coconut, and this is sweet.
Which you wanted to toast, and I said no.
I thought it would give it a little bit more depth of flavor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, Denise is behind it. All right.
Have you thought about using Peeps instead of marshmallows?
Oh, I haven't, but I hate Peeps. So,
So
I tell you what, I don't hate maraschino cherries. It's great because every time we go get a milkshake from Sonic, they put a maraschino cherry in there. My lucky day every time.
you need to use the lid to help you.
You think?
Well,
Listen, I wanted to pour this into something else and then do this, but Amber's like, do it live on air. Let's see what happens. I think what I'm going to do is this. Let's use this instead.
sure. Dirty another thing. I know
Yeah.
how you love to do that.
This is going to be.
What's going to be the problem? What are you
Just
so
go
nervous
all
about?
over here.
I think it's going to be fine.
Really?
We'll pour a bit higher up so you're not dump. There you go.
Whatever. You don't know me. Look at it. Look, this is full of flavor. Also, this is like
And high fructose corn syrup.
doesn't matter.
And
I'm
red
like,
dye
jacked
number
all night.
40 that'll give you cancer.
So I'm gonna fill this bottle up, and then dump these in, the whole bottle. You can probably keep this too if you're weird.
Rinse and recycle.
I'm just gonna keep that aside. And then I'm gonna put the rest of this, and then I'll just dump the rest out. I don't think I need 15 ounces or whatever of maraschino cherry juice, but whatever. Be haters out there in the world.
Stop.
You know what you could put this in? Oh man, I bet you we put this in with some kombucha. Boom.
Oh.
Oh, maybe you should save the rest of it then.
Yeah. I bet Joel and Michael will really enjoy that. Do we have another thing? Another
I
little
don't
bottle?
have another one of those little bottles, but oh, no, it's not
Put
clean.
it in the other cherry jar.
Yeah, okay.
Denise is so smart.
Yeah.
Put it in the other cherry jar. She
I mean,
says.
this is why we have all of these people around here. Because if I was doing this, I'd be like, oh, just put it in this bowl and then throw it out later.
Close that.
Well,
Isn't that cute?
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
you stopped in time. Yeah, that's why I told you to stop.
oh yeah, liquid gold, everybody. Well, cherry gold. Okay. What are some of the? I don't know. So when I was a kid.
Jan's on. Jan, what kind of stuff did you guys have at Easter?
Well, I was just going to say, what we used to do when we were, so we had 2 periods of childhood for us. One when my dad worked for UPS and one when he didn't. And one when he didn't, we got, we colored eggs and then we hid them out. And then sometimes you forgot one and then you found it months later. Not a great thing. I remember when my dad, one time he had numbers and he was like, okay, there are like a dozen each and you have to have a dozen each. If not, we had to search hours to find the last one.
Because they were actual eggs.
They were actual eggs. So then when he worked for, I should also mention they say no stem, but be on the lookout because, they're not perfect. Just like us. So that's that. If you have other fruits that you like better than these, use those.
Ooh, are you going to put the pineapple juice in that jar?
In this jar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah. You're not going to use the funnel anymore?
Oh, no, I guess I will. I guess we're just saving all the juice. I'm going to make some sort of cocktail later.
I know. It sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I would have kept. Yeah.
Listen, we're in some sort of disagreement about the methodology. That's actually normal about normal things. Also, you might have noticed my hair is getting extremely long. When I was taking a shower today and I took it out, I noticed I'm getting little wings at the back here. And I thought,
Are you going to mullet?
I actually was like, it looks like a mullet. And which is funny because I literally bought a mullet wig for a golf tournament not too long ago. This is weird because it says to drain this, but it's crushed, right? So there's going to be some liquid in here, right?
Yeah, but you should. That's why I would have left the lid in and pushed it down. Yeah, like that.
We'll do a double. That way we're both right.
I like it. This is called compromise.
Ouch.
It's mostly saving face for me, so. Okay, we got a little crushed pineapple in here, so it's making the drain go here. Now, normally, a competent person, this wouldn't take very long because you would have done this. But, I'm also tap dancing for time, so I just started making this as complicated as possible. But, you expect nothing
Maybe
else.
you don't need the funnel then.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Problem solved, people. Also, if I had a bigger funnel,
Don't get rid of that funnel because
Is
you're
that-
going to need it for the underranges.
if I had a bigger funnel, this would be a bit better thing. So let's see if I can do this without.
No, you still need your. Get your purple guy. There you go. I think you're there. I think it's good. No, I guess you know how it feels better than I.
Okay, that's good. Again, this is going to seem a lot of pineapple, but we're also putting sour cream in here too. So I was going to just say,
Are you doing 2 of those cans?
yeah, it's 20 ounces for one thing, and these are 20-ounce cans.
Wow.
That's a
Okay, I'm
lot.
going to put the recipe up again.
So I mean, I'm not crazy.
That's a lot.
It is, but it's crushed. It's really going to incorporate it. It's going to be real good. I'm really excited about it.
Okay, so try to do this one a bit better. So only open a little bit, yeah.
We are.
Like nothing came out. That's awesome.
So, what have we learned here, everyone?
Oh, goodness.
This is crushed pineapple is more difficult than other pineapples.
Oh, no. Now you've got a disaster on your
No, I
hands.
don't. Look, I only spilled a little bit.
Oh, well, it started to go down the side of the thing, and then once that happens,
Yep, this is probably super exciting for you guys at home. How is everyone? I hope
think they like
everybody's
to
doing
watch
well.
be a nut.
This is a nice week.
No, it's
No,
still
this
got
is-
the trail. You got to pour it from the other side of the can because it's wet and it's just following that. It's physics, man.
Is it?
It is.
This is. I don't like this. No, I would just dump it in. Nope, I don't think I would.
There you go. There you go. See? See?
Like, same problem, everybody. Small, tiny funnel.
Poor Doug is having technical difficulties.
Oh, I'm not having technical difficulties. Nope, that's totally full. I almost made a mistake.
Oh my gosh. And we've not been drinking or anything, folks.
It's just been.
Maybe we should.
I was gonna say. I think this is. Listen, it's all a show. This is an act. I'm totally not like this. You guys know me. I'm super confident in everything I do. So.
Yeah, he's got a big thing of Kool-Aid. Maybe you've had too much sugar today. Maybe that's the issue.
What are you talking about? That is Kool-Aid, but I have only had like a few sips of that. See, there's so much juice in there.
I know.
So we're gonna call an audible, everyone.
Are you gonna fish some of that juice out?
No, but I'm gonna make sure we don't put any more in. So, what did we learn? We learned that, again, crushed pineapple, we need to rinse that. Hard to use. So, make sure you drain it beforehand. So we're gonna let that do that. I'm gonna follow with the mandarin oranges. Ooh. Right on time. Okay, immediately take these eggs off of that. I'm gonna move the water over here so I'm not carrying hot eggs across. And so this is that's weird.
Can you
So that's what I was talking about.
oh yeah.
So, but it'll still peel fine.
We were gonna fish some of the liquid out of the ambrosia while you did that.
Well, I did this.
Yeah.
I can't do both.
We were going to. Can you put it over there? Just put the bowl over there?
Sure.
Thanks.
It's not as much as you actually
Okay.
think.
Be off camera.
I don't think it's as much as it you think. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it's as much as you think.
Again, remember, hot water, put it in ice water, here we go. I had more than one egg. What the heck? You know, I thought I was doing pretty good, everyone. But
I dribbled on this.
you know what? We're gonna use those. We're gonna chop some up anyway, right?
Yeah.
For the egg and shrimp salad.
Yeah.
So those could be nice for that.
Yeah.
See, people, we
Everything's gonna work out.
gonna be fine. All gonna be fine. I'm slow roasting some short ribs for dinner tonight. But we'll stop talking about that because Sanders on tonight. I'm making mad. You know, he's really particular about talking about the main dish. Oh man.
Oh, that was a weird sound.
The dogs are in a mood.
You're talking.
Okay, well so I'm gonna give this 10 minutes. Let it come to let it cool down. The ice water's gonna do it. And then in about 5 minutes, thank you, Denise, I am going to take the spider and sort of mix that up a little bit to sort of get, actually I'm gonna do that. I do this every single time.
You put too much water
I
in.
always put too much water and ice in there. Start with ice, then fill with water. Don't do it the other way, or you won't have enough ice to keep it. The reason I'm doing this is just distributing cooling them down a little quicker.
Yeah.
Now,
is that in juice or is that in high fructose corn syrup or what is that?
This is in light syrup.
No, we don't want that.
In light syrup.
We don't want that.
So make sure you can drain all this earlier. You know, I mean, you get to see it all because, well, that's how we work around this place. Some days I don't want to do that. Some days we do. So, one more little squeezy. Come on. Oh, look at those. I don't eat enough of these mandarin oranges. They're good.
I know they are good.
I was going to say,
You could get, I don't know, can you get them just packed in water instead of sugar?
water. I mean, I think this is. I mean, it's just light.
Yeah, and then you could put them on with cottage cheese. So
So that'd be
good.
good. You could probably rinse these and put them on cottage cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that rainbow of deliciousness going on here. All right, what else do we have here? So I've got. Oh,
Don't forget your pineapple over there either.
oh. It's probably fine without it, but I opened it, so we better use it. We need 2 cups of this sweetened coconut flakes.
Is that to double it?
Yes, but no, that's the rest. What you see on the screen is what I'm doing. So if you want to have everything, it'll be fine. Like I said, we're
It's hard to put this in a place where we can see what you're doing. And how about there? Maybe that'll be better. Now we can see the bowl and your face.
Yeah, see, this, do not, if you're diabetic, please don't eat this. It is literally, well, come on, you can have a little bit. 4 cups of marshmallows, little ones. If you can get the rainbow ones, use those. They look good. Let's see what we think. Do you think it's half a bag? I think it's half a bag.
It probably says on the serving size in the back.
Nope. What is it? Serving size. About 2/3 of a cup, and there are 9 servings. How many was that? 2?
2.
See, you asked me to do something in the middle of it, and that's how we work around here. I mean, look, you got that much left. Just you could probably just throw them in there. But we're gonna make some Rice Krispie treats, I think. Or something like that. Sour cream. This is gonna help sort of be a little biter, get a little tang. You could use plain yogurt for this as well if you don't want sour cream. And then we need just 1 cup of this. So it's not a terrible one.
If you're worried about the amount of sour cream versus all these other ingredients, this is not the recipe for you.
Listen, if you make Ambrosia salad every week, first of all, welcome to the 2020s. You probably woke up from a coma from the 1960s and you're just like, this is what I make. Stop doing that. But
That was kind of judgy, Doug.
whatever. Don't tell my business, devil. Anyways. Coming together.
I'm not sure your bowl is big enough.
Oh, it's going to be big enough. As soon as I start mixing stuff together. And then we need 1.5 cups of tap water. If I had, I'm washing a 3/4 cup. That would have made this pretty easier. But I'm just going to use that. Yep, super accurate. See everything going in there. about what it says. It's about half a pound is about 2 cups, so that's about right. Probably.
Wait, how many do you have? Just put them all in there. What are we going to do with that? Thank you.
We're gonna put it with the marshmallows.
Totally gonna throw it off in.
I know. Now the recipe is totally bunk.
Yeah. We're those people who's we didn't like this.
We're not going to review it. So
If you're one of those people who goes to a recipe site and it's like, well, I don't like pork, so I use chicken, and I don't like chicken thighs, so I use chicken breast, and it didn't taste the way.
no. And then they're like, and I don't like sugar, so I used honey, and I don't like sour cream, so I used Greek yogurt, and I don't like onions, so I put in carrots, and then they go, and this was no good.
Yeah, this recipe was
Well, you
terrible.
didn't follow the recipe.
Okay.
Don't forget your pineapple.
See what happened there? This is why you have to have crew people. That is terrible.
It's kind of fun. What is making it?
It's like a non-Newtonian fluid, sort of.
You're like a mad scientist
Making
right
food
now.
should be fun. Everyone. All right. So the goal here is not to just like mash it and get it like all broken down. The goal is to incorporate. You want it to have some fluff still, which is why we're using Cool Whip instead of that. I continue to do that just so you're just going to call me out on it, but nobody has it. So,
That bowl is really not big enough.
well,
It's making it difficult for you to incorporate and
It is
not
not.
mush.
it is not. So you just have to fold. It's not folds. Folding. And then the natural of this is it's going to turn a little bit pink because the maraschino cherry is staining everything. Maybe this is not the right tool.
You could probably use a larger one.
Or
Don't we have a larger one? I would use it. Well,
we're well into this. Using proper things, a bigger bowl would have been. I don't have a bigger bowl.
yeah, you do. You have that giant metal bowl.
I do, but it's true. So this is pretty much done as we're folding it. It's gonna come together, and then what do we got after that? You chill it. So chill it for a day, 8 hours overnight. That's going to be enough, or you can just eat it right away. Is there what is that? The Waldorf style that has like apples and
Yeah,
yeah, that's good too.
it is good.
So, I mean, that's pretty much what you're looking for. It is calorie dense. You probably couldn't live off this though. There's no protein. So, I mean, the coconut maybe.
Ah,
What?
Mom is suggesting to use pineapple tidbits, not crushed pineapple.
You know, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Look at this. See? Still's got a lot of volume. And then when we put it back in the refrigerator overnight, it's going to set. And this is like coming together. The timer's almost done. Man, that looks really good. Make sure you get a little bit of everything here. Some nuts, get some marshmallows. Let's go here. All right. Ready? Classic. Oh my gosh, so good. Why don't we not make this more often?
It's not good for you.
It's really good. Though it does take me right back to being a child. Really does. Because it's like classic, you know, your mom used to make it at Thanksgiving. Your grandmother used to make it at Thanksgiving. So now just tightly wrap it with some saran wrap, or if you've got some other method to keep it. You can even zhuzh it up if you want.
Oh, stop. Get some. Do we have saran wrap?
We have some. We don't have some right now, but we'll make it work.
Jan's calling you out. She says Mom never made that.
That's bull. I remember having it. Who made it then, Fred? All right. Put that off to the side. Because we got a little chopping to do. Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, this isn't going to work. But see how much the ice is melted because of the heat.
She says she made regular fruit salad.
You misremembering. I'm older. I know things.
With canned mixed fruit and whipped cream.
Nope. Wrong.
Fruit cocktail like and whipped cream.
I don't think
That
right.
does sound like something your mom would have made.
Probably. If it's in the Betty Crocker cookbook, she probably did.
Don't put those down the sink.
Why?
Because you crush them up for the plants.
Oh, that's right. Okay. See? Look at this.
Do you want me to peel those while you chop?
Probably Denise, but I just want to show this one. See, this is why it's good to have Denise's around because she is the smart one of us and keeps me on task. You know who the real boss of this show is.
That's right.
So, that's right.
Certainly not me. Or you.
Look at that. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna just put that there. Nope. We'll put it back in there. There you go, Denise. Good luck to you. You want this, where do you want to
No,
go?
we'll figure something else.
All right, we'll figure it out. The time, 7:40. Oh, this is not even going to be near the longest episode we've ever done. It could be close though. It's a challenge. We don't need that one. Let's do a little transfer while we're getting things going here. Paper towel. Because who wants whipped cream in their eggs? So this is Amy's recipe mostly. She is the deviled egg queen. But like I said, we're modifying a little bit just to add a little, I don't know, a little crunch, a little flavor. No, they're good just on their own. So this is a time of year where if you've got any kind of like onion or garlic or like that sitting in your pantry for too long, it's going to start to sprout. Just because it's spring and everything's sprouting. So just be on the lookout for that. You can cut that, like I just did there. You can cut that little, I don't know, what do we call that? The growth?
Sprout?
Sure. Growth. I like that better. Sounds more sci-fi than plant. What's the matter?
Nothing. My hand is cold.
Well, that's how you know the eggs are working then. I'm just gonna dice this whole. This is like 3/4 of a half of an onion. If that makes any sense.
3/4 of half of an onion.
Like an Anchorman, where he's like 60% of the time works every time. Very similar. So this is the standard chop I like to do. You know, but we're gonna, like I did say earlier, we are gonna give it some. We're gonna beat it up a little bit, just because I want this to sort of be so small that it kind of disappears, but you still get a nice oniony flavor. Man, this is totally unstable, just like me. Okay. Do your best here. Try not to cut your fingers off. I think that's like a goal we always have when we're cutting something. But if I cut a finger off, my marriage is over. We have this clause. If you lose any, like a limb or a finger or a lower lip, that was the discussion today, then we're out. It's like this is no strings attached. You lose the limb, you're out. I don't know. It seems petty, but you gotta know what you want. So you just set rules early. Mostly. But it is. Whoa.
Hey,
Gus does not like not being paid attention to. He's also kind of crazy right now because he can see everything now with his eyes open. So yeah, this is the falling apart. That's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna really run the knife through it. So. Okay. This is a very exciting part. I know it, but I'm not going to use all of this. Like I said, I'm going to put some of this away. We can use it in the shrimp and egg salad, right? Does that have anything in it?
yes.
Yes. So this is good. All of these things are totally planned out. That I knew that, and that's why I did it this way. And I'm totally a genius behind the scenes here, doing exactly what I'm doing all of the time. This is just a show for you. A show, maybe you never know. How is that? Okay.
Yeah, that ambrosia sounds real good.
I'm actually going to, should we get a bowl or to mix it or just pour all that out and do it there?
That's up to you. No, get another bowl.
Get another bowl.
You deserve another bowl.
What? Who are you?
Is that because I'm doing the dishes?
No.
No, you don't have to do that. We appreciate it. All right, so we want to cut these in half and then pop the yolk into this bowl first, right?
Yep.
So be careful. See, this is what we're looking for. That is perfectly, like it's not gray, like you can overcook it, but it's hard. It's a hard yolk. So this is perfect. I think we did, I think we finally cracked the hard-boiled egg riddle around these matters. Because before, I would go too light, Amy would go until they were overly dead. And
Well, I'm afraid of salmonella center.
well, we're not,
I used to have a really great egg plate.
Yeah, you know what it is? I bet you because it was in the
China hut.
China hutch. So I bet you it's in a box somewhere. We've only lived here 2 years. We haven't unpacked every box yet. Though, to our
It
defense,
hasn't been 2 years yet.
almost. But we also lived in our other house for 12, almost 15 years, and we had boxes that we didn't unpack. We didn't move them. We did look at them before we moved and decided. Though, did we get rid of your sorority T-shirts, or are they still in a box somewhere? Or are they at Denise's house?
I got rid of mine.
No, I think we got rid of those.
Perfect. These are going to be your display, so you kind of want them to look nice. So there's no sideways.
I do wipe off my knife every time before I cut them.
Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know. Because I haven't been doing that as you.
When they get weird, the knife gets sticky.
Like that. Oh.
No, I don't do it like that. I actually do it with a paper towel. But
5. Okay. I need 12. I just lost count though, so.
well, you don't have to. Oh no. Yes, you do have to.
I do have to count because there's 18 in here. I guess
No, I was thinking you didn't have to make them all in front of us, but you do.
that's the kind of thing here. I don't have any side batches going, ta-da, and then that'd be like the egg. You could just dip it like that. I'm gonna make it. We got plenty of them. Who cares about Mother Earth?
We hardly use paper.
That's true. So, what's the consensus? Do you like a hard-boiled egg or do you like soft-boiled egg? I never really had soft-boiled eggs growing up, so I had gray-centered eggs. I think I lost count again. How about this? I know I need 6 left in here, so we'll go with that. Trying to juggle and do this is hard. Juggling being talking to you. So I hope everybody. Are you guys going to do a little Easter egg hunt? Like I said, going back to and then when my dad worked for UPS, going back to that story. We used to get cash, but it was only like dollar bills and quarters. You got sometimes later you used to get a $5 bill, and then we all fought about that. So, but such is life. So,
I gave you that platter so you have a place to put the whites.
oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna have to pause what I'm gonna do, but I will.
Well, you're not going to fill them on the cutting board, are you?
I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna do. That's the whole half of the show.
Did you hear the way I said that? That means no, that's not the
I
way I'm
know.
going to do it.
You ever play that game? Are you gonna do it that way? Because it always ends up in a fight.
Why are you doing it that way?
That's also. So, I'm sure that there's a better way to do this.
Yeah, an egg plate, but I don't know where mine is.
Nobody, this might not be big enough.
How many you got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you need 3 more?
3 more. I think we'll do it. Oh, that's chilly. Okay. Yeah, see, look at again.
That's good. There's no salmonella center or anything.
And they're not gray either, so they're going to be real vibrant.
Yeah,
and
they're going
beautiful.
to be pretty.
Yeah.
Plus, those eggs are better eggs, and they
Yeah,
are.
Costco. If you get a Costco, get your eggs from them. They got these organic eggs. You can get 2 dozen of them for $7, and they're just better.
They taste better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they taste like something, I guess, is the key.
Yeah. They're pasture. Did that go up? Jeez, how did that happen?
You're getting crazy. They're pasture raised, not just cage free. Cage free is not enough.
Yeah, they got it. The cage free means they put them in a big barn and like there's 1,000 of them standing together. Pasture raised means they're out actually in the pasture, roaming around, eating bugs, like a chicken would normally do. The wild chickens. If you're in Hawaii, there's plenty of wild chickens there in Hawaii.
That's true.
They were everywhere when we went there for our anniversary 2 years ago. Okay. So let's talk about this. So, yep. Dirty more stuff. How much do you send me, do you think? Like just a.
I mean, 1/3 of a cup.
That's about that. We have it in the recipe. So like 1/3 of a cup or 1/4 of a cup, I think is what we said. You think there should be more?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. And I want, how much dill do we say in there? In the recipe?
We said 2 tablespoons of. Let's look and see what that looks like.
Yeah.
We can see.
Oh, okay. I'm really bad at Amy has to tell me what you can see and what I can't see. I'm thinking about maybe I should put a monitor up so I can see if I can. Anyways.
No way, I can't be as sassy if you do that.
I want to see what's on the screen,
Oh,
what
okay.
you're typing. I would just see what is happening like in ODS or something. Again, get a decent chop on this. I think that's good.
I think that's very good. Yes.
Okay. What's our Miracle Whip situation?
I start with less. You can always add more, right? So, like, do you have a spoon? Maybe
I
just
do,
like
but
2
have it-
dollars. We said 1/4 or 1/3 of a cup.
Okay, let me get a spoon.
Oh, I forgot to put the recipe up. Oh, please.
We do know what we're doing. We've only been doing this for 45 episodes. We should by now have it figured out. Okay. We said 1/4 of a cup.
No, we said 1/3 of a cup.
All right, so let's.
You put yuck on there. You're such a butt.
Got her. She makes up my titles every show.
Well,
without
now
me-
I'm going to go change it
Yeah.
because you're being tricky.
without me knowing it, and so I got to go back and read the chat and look at the video to see what she put in there. All right. You don't need very much because really the egg yolk is going to be the starter, but we want it to have this is adding the creaminess overall that we want. Plus, it helps emulsify with the egg. Get all of it. Okay. Yellow mustard. I think we have some, but just in case if we don't. There we go. 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, but I just go like squirt, squirt. And to be totally transparent, I usually do all of this in a Ziploc bag and then I just squish it to mix it.
So we did that earlier.
Haven't you ever seen me make them?
No, I'm usually somewhere else, like watching Star Trek, sitting on the couch. All right.
That's true.
Oh, and a little salt, right?
Yes.
You can add, now this is the point. There's been no seasoning added. Add whatever you want.
You know, it'd be good in there.
What's that? Old Bay.
Yep.
Amy, you should be like a spokesperson for Old Bay. I'm gonna call them up and be like, my wife loves your Old Bay more than anything.
Old Bay's good with everything.
It actually is really good with everything. It's not just for crab cakes and seafood and all that. So
You know what might help you in this situation, and it's a yet another tool to dirty.
yeah, but a potato smasher.
No, I was gonna say the hamburger, the ground beef smasher.
Yeah, let's keep doing this because
I was gonna say immersion blender.
that also will help. But Amy's thing of putting it in the bag and squishing it up that way, that's way better because then you can just.
Plus, if you have kids, you can hand it over to them.
That's true. So already you can.
I gave it to Jack once, but he wasn't very good at it.
He doesn't have any thumbs. You can't give animals anything. They're just freeloaders. Every day you sit around, you're like, why didn't you make me a sandwich? Oh, right, because you would eat it. Speaking of animals and sandwiches, when we were in Portland, we visited my brother Eric, and he lived with us for a while before he moved up to Portland. And it was he and I and Amy and her mom were on vacation, I think, or something like that. And I had made a sandwich, and we had Greyhounds, and I had set the sandwich down. Now Eric was in the room. We were watching TV, so I figured it's safe. Set it down. And nope, I set it down. And 2 seconds after I set it down, Arnie, our
Was it Arnie or Savannah?
No, Arnie came around, grabbed the sandwich, and just ran away with it. And Eric
Eric let him.
He let him, and he laughed so hard about it. And when I came in, I said, "Where's my sandwich?" And he's still laughing. He's like, "Arnie ate your sandwich." I don't know. Anyways, so what I'm gonna do
You
is
need some more Miracle Whip.
yeah, I was just gonna say you need a little bit more Miracle Whip. At this point, we're eyeballing it to get the right consistency. So this is
So I do it in the Ziploc bag because then you can just squish it, and then also I pipe it in with just that Ziploc bag. So
yeah, it's all we could have saved a container, but we didn't do it. We wanted it's better this way. Maybe not. I think it's better the other way. Let's just be real here. I actually think what I'm going to do is actually just put it in there and finish. Squish.
the other thing is like some people like their deviled eggs like really creamy, no chunks or anything. I am not that particular about them. Oh, you know the way to do that and make it easy? Yeah, but get a measuring cup. Get a big measuring cup. It won't dirty it.
This is the recipe that you should have done. You don't ever want to be on camera, so it could have been a special episode. Think of all the viewers we would have had. They'd be like, "Amy's gonna show her face." What? We already know what she looks like because everybody here knows her. So
Not everybody knows me that watches.
most person.
It doesn't, yeah, it just helps you stand it up so it doesn't collapse. Anywho, what were we talking about before you got?
I don't know. I know that the dogs are like.
Oh, yeah, I was saying like, I don't mind if there's like some chunks of egg or what.
Look at this is so pretty. I mean, the egg yolks.
It is pretty, yeah.
Like
It's so
are darker.
bright.
They're like darker than we've had in the past. So I think like
And the yellow mustard helps.
it does.
Don't waste any of that. It's so good.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna actually taste a little bit before we.
Well, you should because you need to know if we need more salt.
That's true. Always taste your food, folks.
Yes.
Ham, is that what you guys make on Easter? I mean, we usually go, I mean, to be honest, when you could go to a buffet, we just usually go to a buffet.
Doug was going to make corned beef.
I was not. That was Aaron's idea, not mine.
I thought that was your idea.
Mm.
Oh.
My mom was making tri-tip.
Oh, tri-tip. Denise's mom's doing a tri-tip because she's fancy.
There were also a lot of Cornish
Lamb.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There were also a lot of Cornish game hens out at the store, I noticed. See, this is just me not wanting to waste.
Well, you keep licking your fingers, so is it good? Does it need more salt?
I would put a little bit more salt. I'd also probably put a little bit more. I'd probably put pepper in it, but I'll sprinkle my pepper when I eat it.
There you go.
Okay.
Add the salt.
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm bossing you.
You are awesome.
Well, it's my recipe, so I want you to do it right. That's good.
Okay, so zip her up. Now leave a little corner because you want to get a lot of the air out of here. And then, whoop, 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 whoop. He's over here.
I thought she was saying something to add. No?
See, some of these are a little bit more difficult, but like Amy said, you just want to kind of get them mixed up a little bit. I mean, that looks like mustard, but it's an egg yolk. It's
Yeah,
so much
it's really
dark.
yellow.
Yeah, they're gonna look really pretty. All right, so now get it into a corner. Let's pick this one down here. Oh, what do you do? Normal like this?
Yeah, and then I work it down into the corner. Yep.
See, I don't make that light, so you can tell.
I put it, yeah. You could put it flat on the counter and squish it. You're getting it.
We'll get it all out of here. Don't worry. If not, we'll. Okay.
Twist the top.
I know what I want to do. Over here.
Okay. Not too big, but enough to get your chunks out. Ooh, that's too big. Looks good.
Not big enough to get the chunks
Yeah,
out.
push, man. There you go. Oh, you should have. Oh, that one's ugly. That's okay.
Well, you gotta taste one.
Oh, you have too many chunks, honey. No going back now.
Remember earlier, everyone, when she was like, I like chunks. And
Not like that, though. Like pea-sized chunks.
everybody has a different definition of what a chunk is. So,
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Yeah.
But you've eaten them before, so I thought you knew.
Well, I'm going to cut this stuff a little bigger so that my chunks come out.
Wait, chunks.
See? Better. I mean, it's not perfect. I don't do this for
We're not perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to taste good.
Yeah, so just fill them up. I also, do you like to chill these a little bit, or do you just send them out?
Yeah, I like to chill them.
So, we're gonna do it. Make sure, be judicious, but also.
I always eat the ugly ones before I serve them to you.
That's true. I know that. But I know you're thinking right now. You're like, there's no way they're gonna fill all those eggs with what's in this bag.
Maybe.
We're gonna be fine. See, it's gonna be close.
Yeah, I usually have a little bit of extra, probably.
Ooh,
You squirt it into your mouth.
I actually was gonna do that. Today. Thanks for ruining the lead in there. No, I'm just kidding. And there you have it, everybody.
You could pipe them if you like things to look neater. If you don't care about that, you could put little sprigs of dill on top. How is it?
Oh, it's really good.
But
I can't tell.
let me.
It's good though.
Did you put your mouth on the? Well,
I
you're
did
my
not.
husband, I guess.
That was weird. That was a weird question right there.
Oh no, that'll be really good, especially when they get cold.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a little warm, so that's why.
These are good. But voila, I don't know. What it is.
Voila.
There we go. We did
People
it.
sprinkle paprika on them. I don't like that, so
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I wouldn't do that either.
They're really pretty with the yellow and green.
It is really nice, and I really, again, using good eggs, cooking them so they're not gray and you lose that beautiful color, is the way to go. Here, look at this. There you go.
There you go. Lovely.
You could, if you didn't do that extra bit of salt at the end there, what I would have done maybe is take some flaky sea salt like, and you can spread it
Oh,
on the
yeah.
top. That would be really good too. But these are all prepared beforehand. You're going to do these tonight. You're going to serve them tomorrow. They're going to be better that way.
You could just, like, if you're worried about storing them overnight, you
Mhm.
could just store the Ziploc bag of goo
Yep.
and the whites separately, and then just pipe it in day of.
There you go. Look at that. Genius. Between that and the ambrosia salad, the ham's going to be super, or whatever you're cooking is going to be.
And the pea salad.
Yeah.
That's an easy one too.
It's all the ham itself, is going to add, all of these things have like either creaminess or richness to it. The fattiness from the ham is going to cut a lot of that. It's going to be really good. So that's why everything works together. Happy Easter, everyone. We love you all very much. Hopefully, if you're out there in the vaccinated land, let us know and you want to come visit. Perfect. But remember, till next week, be kind, be loyal, and do something nice for somebody next week. And we'll see you next week. We love you.